Mm-hmm. Same clothes and everything. Alright.
Should we change shirts?
No. Yeah, switch. Be swimming in mine. I'll just be ripping through yours. Wolfman hair. I can't wear like a...
I'll call for the Pumking, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. Is it a V-neck? I don't know. I can't wear it.
Kinda.
Yeah, I can't rock those.
Well, yeah, I'm bald. So
Yeah. Nah. Quite the opposite. Alright.
Wolfman.
Wolfman. Ow! Wolf dog. Hey, it's Wolfman Jacket. Here we are, Beer Chaser Brewery time. We got Southern Tier beers. Tell them we got it. We have Pumking and the Warlock. Alright, stick around, check it out.
Could that be the opening?
Beer is done. Beer is done. Beer is done. It's done. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to this episode of Beer Chasers. I'm Preston. We're joined once again by Nate Paul. Nate, how's it going?
Doing really good.
So today we have some Halloween beers up for review. We got some stuff from Southern Tier. Tell them what we got.
We have the Pumking and the Warlock.
Yeah, so this is their two standard pumpkin beers that they offer every year. I've had them both, but it's been a little while. I'm excited to try them. Are you ready to go?
I'm very excited for this one.
All right, let's drink some beer. First brewed in 2007, Pumking is Southern Tier's annual pumpkin offering, which is available starting in July. It features 2 malts, 2 hops, pumpkin, and spices. It has an ABV of 8.6%, an IBU of 25, Rate Beer rates it at 97, Beer Advocate rates it at 90. Alright, so up first we have Pumking, the Imperial Pumpkin Ale. Let's go for the review and look at the appearance. A light kind of copper.
Almost close to, I'd say like a darkish yellow with a hint of orange.
Had a nice little white head, kind of dissipate a little bit.
Yeah.
Not quite clear.
No, but definitely not as dark as it has been in the past, as I remember anyway.
Yeah, you know, every year the batch is a little different, so what do you want to rate the appearance?
Honestly, if I looked at it, I wouldn't thought it was a pumpkin beer, so I'll rate it a 3.
Yeah, I'm going to say a 3. You know, I think it's just tiptoeing the line of a 3. It doesn't not look like a pumpkin beer, but it's definitely approaching that line.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot lighter than expected and used to.
Yeah, all right, let's go for the smell.
No longer a 3.
Yeah, wow. You're getting some of that, it smells like actual pumpkin, and you get some of that pumpkin spice, but not as spicy as I remember in years past.
No, sounds weird, but almost like a pumpkin donut, you know?
Yeah.
Like you're smelling it and you can chew on it.
Yeah, definitely nice aroma of pumpkin. I mean, that's really all you're getting. You're not getting any malts, you're not getting any hops, but I mean, for pumpkin beer, you want to smell the pumpkin, and you definitely smell it here.
And when you smell it, it is reminding you of pumpkin pie, it's reminding you of pumpkin food, and like I said, you can almost chew on that nose.
And you almost get some of that graham crackeriness. I think that's kind of what is putting it over the top, is pumpkin and graham cracker.
You got the pumpkin, you got your allspice, you got your clove, like there's a lot of stuff going on here in just the nose alone.
So what do you want to rate the smell?
I'm rating that a 5.
I'm going to say a 4.75, damn near perfect. If it was more pungent, I think that would put it on the top for me. It's there, but you almost kind of have to really get in there to really get all of it.
I'm going to stick with my 5. I'm tasting it as I smell it.
Right?
Like, I'm good.
Well, the best part, let's taste it.
Tasting.
Cheers. That's good. Again, it seems like it's a lot less spicy than I remember in years past.
No,
having this,
I feel it has almost a little bit of like a ginger snap kind of quality to
definitely.
it. So that it might be as spicy, but definitely that spice of like a ginger snap is like in there.
But it's a nice sweetness. You get some pumpkin, you get the pumpkin spice, and again, I pick up on that graham cracker. I think that's one of the characteristics this beer is known for.
Yeah.
There's a lot of places can do the pumpkin by putting some pumpkin spice in there, or putting some pumpkin in the mash. But really, what sets this beer apart from a lot of them is that kind of graham cracker taste.
Yeah, and in past years, it's been very, very extreme. Like it tastes over the top. Like, yeah, you taste it, you get it. Fine, thank you. I'm moving on. But this one, they gave you a lot more flavor by lessening the punch to your face, really. So you're actually able to enjoy it, actually continue drinking it without feeling like you're done with it. You're overdone with it.
And now that I've let it sit a little bit, I am getting some of the hops, and I'm not picking up what I used to pick up in the thing. And what I don't like about this beer so much is, I don't know if it's the extract that they use for that graham cracker, but I'm getting like, I don't call it metallic. Yeah. But there's a very artificial kind of
down the center of the tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's which probably didn't go more than the mouthfeel, but like that flavor kind of just sits there and almost, like a metallic dryness just like right on there.
Yeah. So again, I don't know if it's the extract. I'm not sure what causes that, but I've picked that up in years past. And at first I wasn't getting it, but now it's kind of developing there. And it's what's turned me off from this beer in the past. But let's not get too deep into this. What do you want to rate it?
First sips, freaking phenomenal. But there's not a lot of sips. Third, fourth, it starts to do that bitter, dry, not so appealing kind of thing. So brings it down. I'm going to give it to 3.75.
I'd agree, 3.75. I think this has the potential to be an amazing tasting beer in the 4.5, 5 range. It's just something with, I don't even know if it's for the graham cracker, but there's something in here that gives it like that artificial metallic-y kind of taste. And I think your average pumpkin beer drinker might not pick up on it, but if you're an experienced beer drinker,
and if you drink the same beer year after year, you start getting used to what you're supposed to be looking for within the Pumking itself.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and move on to the mouthfeel. What do you think about that?
So going back to the metallic, the mouthfeel, honestly, even when the first sips, the mouthfeel was not very enjoyable to me. Like the flavor wasn't bitter, but the mouthfeel was. Like the mouthfeel was dry, it was bitter, it tasted like it was the mouthfeel felt like a double IPA, while not being one at all. Not in flavor, not in smell, but the mouthfeel felt like a double IPA.
Yeah, it's medium in body, so I think it's appropriate there, but there's just something with that lingering, and I don't want to say it's greasy, but I feel that the way it's coating.
What's funny, it's supposed to have a copper color, but it has more of a copper taste.
Yeah, exactly. We'll put that in the bottle, but
yeah,
that's pretty spot on. We want to rate the mouthfeel.
I'm going for like 2.5.
Yeah, again, I'd say 2.75. I mean,
I'm not enjoying I enjoy the taste. I enjoy the smell. I'm not enjoying that mouthfeel.
Yeah, if we could just figure out how to get rid of that, maybe we cut it with something else. Maybe we mix this beer with something. Maybe we mix the two beers we have together.
That'd be good. Smooth it out a little bit.
Yeah, maybe. So I think overall, then, where is that going to put Pumking? It's kind of hard, right? Because it tastes good and it smells good, but there's just those qualities that make it off-putting.
Let's keep it at a 3 because we got some 2s, we got some 4s, and let's just solid 3 on it.
Yeah, I mean, is that fair though? At the end of the day, when there's things like Johnny Rails pumpkin beer or Michelob's pumpkin head or whatever, but that would be rated in the same category as a pumpkin beer today. So
okay, so
and I would influence your rating.
No, you're right though. Like compared to other pumpkin beers,
right? In the category,
of pumpkin beers. Even though the mouthfeel might not be my favorite thing, it'll stay at a 4 for me.
Yeah, I'd say 3.75 or 4. I think there's definitely better examples out there. Maybe some we're going to try in a future episode here.
But that's why there's so many pumpkin beers out there right now. Like you can find 20 turning around the corner now because there's so many different attempts at this now. Yeah,
there's different, whether you use the pumpkin here, you use it there, you use the spice levels, you're using sweet potatoes instead of pumpkin. There's so many different options. But they're not always home runs, but at least you go to bat, give it a shot, and try it out. Alright, so there you go. That's Pumking. First brewed in 2013, Warlock is Southern Tier's pumpkin-infused Imperial Stout. It features 4 malts, 2 hops, pumpkin, and spices. It has an ABV of 10%, Rate Beer rates it at 96, Beer Advocate rates it at 88. Alright, so up next we have Warlock. So it's their Imperial Pumpkin Stout. Let's go for the rating, look at the appearance. So it's very much stout-like, very dark, but has some transparency. When you look into the light here, you can definitely see hints of like a violet or a red.
Yeah, it's like a deep purple violet, which is unexpected, but really kind of cool.
Yeah, definitely. Kind of plays into the Halloween theme there a little bit.
Yeah, kind of blood red, maybe.
Appearance-wise, it had a decent little bit of head. It's kind of dissipated now.
Yeah.
What do you want to rate it?
That's a gorgeous color. I'm going to rate that a 4.5.
Yeah, it looks nice with that color. I'd give it a 4. Let's go for the smell. So it doesn't smell very stouty. It smells like the pumpkin.
Not as extreme.
Yeah.
That's actually one thing I've always liked about the Warlock. It's not as extreme. It's not over the top. It's very subtle. It gives you what you want and just enough of it.
I'm picking up that graham cracker.
Now let's hope it doesn't do that same graham cracker thing.
Metallic. But yeah, a little bit of spice. It is less subdued than the pumpkin, but
so for nose, it's not as extreme. It's not as full. So you're not getting that roastiness you expect from a stout. You're not getting the extreme pumpkin you expect from pumpkin beer. So for nose, not so much going on. So for nose, for me, I'd say maybe a 3.
I'm gonna go 2.5. I think it's not stouty. and it's not as pumpkin-y, so I'm gonna ding it a little bit on that.
All right.
Not exactly what I expect for a Imperial Pumpkin Stout.
Yeah, especially with the word Imperial hanging out there.
Yep. All right, best part, the taste. Cheers. So, it starts off very similar to Pumking, but in the finish is where you get a little bit of the stout character,
yeah,
a little bit of the bitterness.
And on that linger, you get that roastiness. You get a little more of that coffee, a little.
Yeah, definitely comes through.
Like I said, and that's what I said at the beginning. The reason why I enjoy this one, it's subtle. Like
Yeah.
you're not getting the extremes. You're not like, oh my god, pumpkin pie, holy
Right.
god, coffee. It's pumpkin, coffee. So not as insane and crazy as pumpkin spice latte per se,
Right.
but I think it's a very calm, smooth, simple pumpkin coffee.
Now that you've had a second, you've talked through it, take your second sip, and tell me if that damn metallic came back with a vengeance. There it is.
I've learned to not talk so much.
Yeah, so I'm picking it up again. I don't know if it's something with it warming or something with it sitting on your tongue and refreshing it. It's still pleasant tasting. Again, you get the stoutiness.
The finish, thank God, I think that the copper, you get pennies up front.
Yeah.
You get pumpkin pennies, and luckily it's not so penny, more coffee.
Yeah.
In the end, so compared to the last one, I still prefer this one. But why the pennies?
Yeah, I know. What's going on with that? I think it's, again, my hunch is something within the extract that they're using.
It wasn't like this last year.
I'm a home brewer, and I've done a lot of research in different beers, and I've looked into kind of making clones of these beers, and the common thread, whether it's true or not, is that Southern Tier uses a lot of extracts in their beer, and not that that's a bad thing, but it can be a bad thing when it's detectable. As I've learned in home brewing, one extra drop of something can put it over that line of being,
or the way they made their extract, but there's something very copper-like about this.
what do you want to rate the taste?
Damn it.
Yeah. It's a tough call because there's pleasing aspects, but then there's displeasing aspects, and
It's the same issue I had the first time. It's right off the bat, great high notes about it, but then all of a sudden, that copper kicks in and makes it really hard to talk about. I taste the coffee. I taste the pumpkin. It is what it says it is. It is what I want it to be. I'll give it a 3.
I agree. It's a 3. It's tiptoeing up to the line of what they say is in the bottle is there. Mm-hmm. It's just something with that extract metallic-y, I can't get over
that keeps pulling down that rate.
So we want to rate the mouthfeel.
If I didn't feel like I still had pennies in my mouth, I'd probably have a great rating, but my saliva tastes like I've been sucking on pennies.
Yeah.
I'm going for a 2.
Yeah, I'd go 2.5 again. It's underwhelming. Definitely not to style. Something with that metallicness. Again, I don't know what it is. We keep saying that. It's just...
I wish we could put our finger on it so we can make sure we don't do it ourselves, but don't know.
Yep. So overall, where's that going to put Warlock?
I'm putting Warlock... Okay, so for Pumpkin we did... What was it? We went up around 4?
I think, 3.75 or something in that range.
Then 4 and a little bit higher. Because like I said, this is, in my opinion, still better than the Pumpkin. But that copper's still there. But then I'm getting high to the 5 on this guy.
Yeah.
Your move. I kind of can't on that.
I'm going to say it's a 3. I think what's on the bottle as advertised is there.
Okay.
There's a little bit better and a little bit worse, so I think somewhere in the end of the day, it kind of...
And to their benefit, there's not a lot of pumpkin stouts out there.
Correct.
It's not like a lot of people are really working on the pumpkin stout beers. It's always pumpkin ale, pumpkin lager, pumpkin something else. Not really pumpkin stout. So for that, being a 3 is not bad because they're in their own category anyway.
Nice save. All right, there you go. That's Warlock. All right, so those tastings complete. That's going to wrap up this episode of the Beer Chasers. So we started with Pumking.
Yeah. Pumpkin. The smell was there. The color wasn't. The taste was there at first. Mm-hmm. And then it wasn't. And the mouthfeel wasn't.
Yeah. So on a beer chasing scale for this one, it's pretty available. In years it was a little more rare, but now, I think they put so much of it out, and these are guys who release this beer in like June now.
And now June 28th was this year, and they also now have it in 4-packs. Like they give it in multiple sizes. Like it is there to get.
There was last year's beer on the shelf still in like March, April, May, so they had an abundance of it. So seeing this not very rare anymore, but are you going to pick this one up again at the store?
Next year.
I don't think I will. I think I've run my course with this beer. Last year I kind of had the impression that I have this year. And again, maybe my palate has just gotten better, and I'm not expecting, or I'm expecting better things, I should say, from beers. And it's not about the gimmick anymore of it being pumpkin and spicy. That
Pumking used to be one of the only. It was the pumpkin beer. But like I said, there's so many out there to choose from now that you don't have to stick with the king.
Okay, so if you would travel to the store, would you travel 3 hours to the brewery to pick this up? No. So if it's in the local Publix or Kroger's or whatever local store that you may have in your area, you pick it up. Other than that,
no.
All right, and then we tasted Warlock.
I was so excited, and then my dreams dashed to the floors where all the pennies are.
Yeah, Nate found out Santa Claus doesn't exist anymore.
He doesn't exist?
Oops, my bad. But yeah, there's something with that extractiness. It's just...
Both of them had the pennies, so whatever's in their pumpkin... I just had a resurgence of pennies in my mouth. This is driving me nuts. There's still pennies there.
Yeah. So, you know, just again, not... I rated it a 3. I think you rated it a little higher, but still a disappointing beer. Again, in the scope of all the beer now. 5 years ago, this may have been the king.
Yeah.
Now...
But now... I feel like we need to almost have another episode of other pumpkin beers just to show us that there's a good one out there somewhere.
Okay, I think we can do that. So on the beer chasing aspect, will you pick this one up again next year at the store?
Even if I don't like a pumpkin beer, I'm going to try it again the next year because like we said, each one tries something a little bit different every year to try to be better. Hopefully, next year won't be so copper-y. So for me, in short, drink it fast, drink it quick, get the good flavor off the bat, and don't let the pennies hit you.
Yeah, I don't think I'm picking this one up again. I think I'm done. Just not for me, you know, it's not my style. And I know there's some other great ones out there that I do enjoy. Yeah. I've homebrewed a couple that I'm not going to say are better than this, but I'll drink. So maybe they are better, I don't know. So are you going to go 3 hours to a brewery specifically? No.
No.
Okay. Well, I guess that's going to wrap it up. Nate, thanks again for helping out. Appreciate it. All right. I'm Preston. Nate, we're the Beer Chasers. See you later.
Beer is good, beer is good, beer is good. And stop. Beer is good, beer is good, beer is good. Let's go drink some beer. Beer.